Hey guys, I know it has been quite a long time since I've uploaded a video to my YouTube channel, but now I'm back. First of all, I really do want to apologize that it has taken so long till I could finally upload a new video. I'm really sorry. I do apologize and I hope you forgive me. It was nothing I had planned that way. It just turned out to be like this, and there was not really anything I could do about it. To be honest, I knew I would have to take, some time off to concentrate on preparing for my exams, and I was working a little more in addition to college, not just my regular 2 days a week, and therefore I just needed to take some time off. But I definitely wasn't planning to take a couple of months off. That just happened because after my exams, I sat down and wanted to film a video, and my camera was just not working anymore. I usually filmed with a camera on my computer, and it worked just fine. But for some reason, when I wanted to start to do videos again, the monitor was pitch black when I was starting the camera. I fixed that problem. I still don't know what it was, but the quality of the videos was so poor, so bad. I just didn't want to upload a video in such a quality. I mean, my videos haven't been in HD quality before, but after the camera was kind of broken, it was just not something I wanted to present you. That was just so bad, it wouldn't have made sense to show you a video like this. So I had to get a new camera, but it was around the time where I had to pay the next fee for the next semester. So I had saved all my money for the college fee, which we have to pay every 6 months, more or less. So therefore there were not that much savings left. And therefore I had to wait a little till I can buy a new camera, which I now have. And it's the first time that I'm filming with this camera. I haven't tried it before. It's said that it's HD quality, and I hope it will turn out the way I hope it's going to turn out. So the quality right now must be much better, which I'm really excited about. And this is the start of a new row of videos. I hope nothing's going to happen in the next time that's going to stop me from making videos, because I've missed it. And now I want to start with the actual content of my video. The video I want to film today actually is definitely something, that is a little late, of course. It's something you usually would film maybe either towards the end of the year or when the new year just started. And it's called My Favorites of 2011. Well, I know we already have March. So, as I said, it's definitely a little late, but still I want to film this video. I've done one video like this the year before, and I know you liked it, and I know you liked the idea that I was limiting my favorite products of the entire year to a top 10, which I think is a nice idea, because those 2 products of an entire year, of all the products that I might have used, that means those products that I've picked really must be like my ultimate favorites. So they're really special products in my opinion. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So even though it's late, I think that's a nice well, let's say, introduction to the new row of upcoming videos I'm planning. And this is just a start. I hope you like it, and here's my first product. So the first product, well, might be maybe a little boring, but it's also one of the most trickiest products, and I'm talking about the daily moisturizer, and mine is Cetaphil. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to the camera. So the Cetaphil cream, I know it has been in several videos before, but honestly, that's how I got to know about it. Cetaphil is a brand, well, we do get it here in Germany, but it's nothing too popular. Actually, I was not thinking at all that I would get it here. But I was able to buy it in a pharmacy, and well, I don't know how else I could put this. It's just, well, it's a lifesaver to me. I have neurodermatitis since I'm very, very little, and I have rosacea since a couple of years ago. And this cream is meant to work for both issues. So the very dry skin is getting some help with this, and the rosacea is not getting any worse. In my opinion, it actually got better without all the special creams you can get from the doctors, which might have like other side effects that you're not so happy about. So I just love it. And well, it's a quite big container, and that's like, the container is the only thing that I don't like, to be honest. You know, it's a big box, and you would have to go in there with your fingers every single time. That's not really hygienic, in my opinion, but I usually use a spatula, and well, that works. But what I actually wanted to say is, I'm using this container since, I guess it was February. It was before I went to New York, so I'd say middle of February from last year. And I hope you can see, look, there's still something left. And it's not, well, it's not that much anymore, but it's also not like close to empty. So I'm using this twice a day, and you can see like how long it will last, because you don't need that much, in my opinion. And I'm not just using it for my face. I do use it for my arms, my legs, you know, like basically for everything. I just love it. I never got any sort of irritation, no allergies, nothing. And I don't have the feeling that my skin is getting used to the cream. Before this moisturizer, I've used the moisturizer from Clinique, dramatically different moisturizer for dry skin. And I honestly think, well, it was really great at the beginning when I started to use it, but yeah, my skin really was getting used to it, in my opinion. And this has not happened within 1 year of using this moisturizer. This is actually something I really bought while I was in New York. And I've done research on it before. I've put it on my wish list, but there were so many other things I also wanted to buy that I can't get here. I wanted to get while I'm in New York, but I really had to decide money-wise, and I'm happy I picked this. And I never had any foundation working as great as this one. I've used the moisturizing makeup, or whatever it's called, from Clinique before, but the problem was, even though it handled my dry skin very well, the coverage, well, was just very poor. To me, it was like a tinted moisturizer. And even if I was layering it, the coverage wasn't getting any better. Since I have rosacea, I do have red areas on my face, and well, the Clinique makeup was just not able to handle the redness in a way that I was happy with it. But it's totally different with this foundation. It's also a moisturizing foundation, so it really is meant for dry skin. So it shouldn't be surprising to me that it is able to well, work with my dry skin and not make it look even drier and cakey. But a lot of foundations, even if they are meant for dry skin, do so. Like, they make my skin look really, really dry, and I don't like that at all. And it has never happened with this foundation. And the coverage is buildable, so you can do a little makeup and you can go for full coverage if you want to. So it's very versatile. And well, most of the time with foundations, in my case, is the problem that they are going to make me break out. And I was worried that it might happen with this one too, since usually, you know, there is a lot of perfume, especially in high-end brands, or high-end products, even though if that makes not really sense to me, but it usually is that way. But I was positively surprised. I got never any sort of breakout, allergy, irritation, nothing, and I'm just happy, and I love the foundation, and I hope that Laura Mercier is never ever going to change anything about the formulation, because this is like, if it's going to stay this way and my skin's not turning into an oily skin or something, I think I can make the promise that I will stick to this foundation forever. So the next product is something that actually goes with the foundation, in my opinion, and that's the Hydrating Primer by Laura Mercier. This is something I haven't bought in New York, but I got a sample at a Sephora store in New York. The makeup girl said, you will love the foundation, but you will love the foundation even more when you use the primer underneath. I wasn't really sure about it, that's why I haven't bought it right away. Because honestly, before I've never used a primer. I mean, I knew the purpose of a primer, but I didn't know if it's really working or if it's necessary. And I didn't want to spend that much money on a product that I'm not actually going to need, and it's just, you know, like laying in one of my drawers. But I did try the sample a couple months later, when I was already in love with the foundation, and then I was using the combination, the foundation in combination with the primer, and I loved the foundation even more. The difference is, even though my skin does not look dry without the primer, with the primer it looks dewy, and to my skin that probably never has happened before. My dry skin usually never looks dewy no matter what I'm doing, but with this primer it does. And I would also say the foundation goes on more even and easier. It stays the way that I've applied it for the entire day. It's not moving, it's not fading. The coverage stays the same way. Yeah, and it lasts the entire day. I don't have to do any touch-up work. So these two products in combination mean the world to me. Now I'm going to show you something that actually is not really a makeup related product, but sort of it is kind of decorative cosmetic. I'm talking about a nail polish, and it's by o.p.i. This is the color Alter Ego, I think, yeah, Alter Ego. It's, well, it's a nude color, and, well, even though if I prefer the opaque kind of nail polishes, this is a little see-through, but if you apply 2 coats, as I usually do, well, the coverage is a little thicker, and therefore just perfect. And I love this color. It's like a, well, a baby pink, beige kind of color, and it's iridescent. And what I love about this is, well, I have to tell you, for work, depending on in which department I'm going to work in, I have to be, well, a little more careful about the colors I wear on my nails. At some departments, or in some departments, it doesn't matter, but, well, there are other departments where I have to be a little careful, and yeah, on those days I will usually pick this nail polish because it's not, well, it is a settled color. It's nothing too outstanding, but still it's not boring in my opinion. You will add a little color to your nails, but you're not going into the extreme direction. I just love this color, and I think about the quality of o.p.i nail polishes, there's not so much left to say. It's easy to apply on my nails, it lasts very long, it dries pretty fast, and that's my go-to color if I have to wear something more natural on my nails. The next product is something I probably have already for 2.5 or maybe even 3 years. Well, you have to throw away your products after a certain time. Don't judge me, but I'm not too strict with that. I use my products as long as I feel that they are working for me. I mean, of course, if I notice a change in the quality of the product, I would not use them any longer, of course not. But since, or until I have noticed anything different, I will use them and not just throw them away when there's just still so much left in the package. So, and this is one of those products. It's a bronzer, and I think I've used it in so many videos before. It's the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Golden Light. Number 1. It's the lightest shade of bronzer they have, and actually that's what I love about the bronzers from Bobbi Brown. Well, that's one of the things. You can pick your right shade from different colors. Usually bronzers are always too dark on me. Well, but here I could pick, and that's just perfect. I mean, if you're tanner than me, then this probably would be way too light for you. But that's not a problem since you can pick from different shades. And, well, you can, this is something, if I do put on makeup, I usually also always put on the bronzer. That's just one of my go-to products. And there is so much left still. And as I said, I really have it for such a long time. And I feel it's going to last me forever. So what I do love so much about this bronzer is that it's not containing any shimmer particles whatsoever, which is important to me because I like to, well, do some contouring since I have kind of like a voluminous face, let's put it like that. And I know my skin is not going to look thin out of a sudden, but still I think it looks at least a little slimmer somehow. So I put it right here and a little bit here. well, to make this kind of area, you know, like everything that it's dark, that kind of looks slimmer and goes away a little bit. But with shimmer particles, you would set a highlight. You want to highlight those areas, kind of. So the highlighted areas stand out, and that would create the opposite. So I'm happy about the fact that this bronzer does not contain any shimmer. And I do like that you really just need a little, and you don't have to put layer over layer. You just do one swipe and you are good. It's not going to look patchy or anything. You can blend it very well. And sometimes I also like to use this as an eyeshadow, as a crease color, if I'm not going to apply anything else to my eyes. So thank you, Bowie Brown, for this bronzer. Something else I got more towards the end of the last year. I think it was, well, maybe September. And it's the Magically Cool Liquid Powder by m.a.c. My color is Honey Rose. I think they have 3 different shades, I think, but I'm not so sure. But it's definitely not the lightest shade. And when I first saw it, I was thinking this is too dark for me. But actually it's just perfect. It's still looking... can you see that? No, probably not. Oh, there you go. It still looks dark when you see it in here, but on my skin it just blends very well. And well, before that, I've never found any highlighting product that I really liked, and therefore I haven't used the highlighter that much. But since I have this one, and I just use it as a highlighter, that has definitely changed. When I'm going for a full face of makeup, I'm usually always using the highlighter too, which I haven't done before. And this product actually is really funny. You know, it's called Magically Cool Liquid Powder, and it really feels that way. Even though if it's a powder product, when you put it on your face, it feels sort of, well, moistured, and you can blend it into the skin a little bit like a fluid. I mean, it's not really a cream consistency, but it's also not powdery. So it's really funny, and it does feel cool on the skin. Now I'm going to come to 2 products by Clinique. One is my all-time favorite mascara. Even though if I've tried a couple of new mascaras here and there, I always come back to the Clinique W mascara. I'm using it for years right now, and well, I can't find any other mascara that's working so great for me. Of course, the most important thing to me, first of all, is that it's not going to make my eyes get irritated, you know, like cause any redness or something. And it definitely doesn't happen with this mascara. And it's called the Lash W mascara, as I said. So it's meant to do 2 things at once. It's going to lengthen your lashes and make them look fuller, which is actually what I prefer. I do want extra length, but well, more important to me actually is that it looks like I have more lashes, and this mascara does it both. It's not going to, well, glue my lashes together. They are nicely separated. The mascara is not going to fall off during the day, which sometimes mascaras can do. It stays the same way the entire day, and it also does curl my lashes nicely. So yeah, my favorite mascara for years right now. The other product by Clinique is a lipstick. Before this lipstick, I've never owned such an expensive lipstick. I wasn't sure why I would, or why I should pay that much money for a lipstick when I can get nice colors in the drugstore that are working for me. For some reason, when I've seen this color, I needed to get it regardless the amount of money. This is one of Clinique's high impact lipsticks. I'm sorry, there's also high impact mascara. That's why I got confused. The packaging is already so nice. It looks very elegant. I love it. And the color is called Pink Spice. I think when you hear that name, you would imagine, well, a more intense color, but it's actually, I hope you can see this right now, it's a nice neutral kind of color. And this is my everyday color. This is my most worn color of 2011 by far. Here you have a swatch. And what I love about this is, well, first of all, it's not going to make my lips dry. It lasts so much longer than any other lipstick I've used before. And regarding the color, this is just the perfect everyday color. So the next product is an eyeshadow. I know that some girls don't understand why someone would buy black eyeshadow, but I do prefer black eyeshadow over an eyeliner. I use it instead of an eyeliner to do some tight lining on my lashes. And I'm talking about m.a.c Carbon. It's right there. It's just a simple matte black, but it's, in my opinion, the ultimate black eyeshadow. I think it's the easiest black to use, or it's the easiest to use when it comes to black, since it's not an easy color to work with, in my opinion. And what also is important, I don't have any fall off when I'm using this eyeshadow. And with black eyeshadow, that's horrible to me to, like, you know, have little black particles laying under your eyes and you try to get rid of them and you ruin all your makeup. I don't have to worry about it when I'm using this eyeshadow. And I think it's very easy to do the lining kind of thing, since, in my opinion, that might sound weird, but even though it's, well, it's a powder eyeshadow, but still I think it is kind of, well, a little moistured, if that makes sense. It's not wet, but still it is somehow a little creamy when you apply it with an, for example, angled brush. So yeah, it will create a nice line. Not to compare with a fluid liner or anything, but still it creates a nice line that you can apply very easily. My last product out of the 10 is something you have seen in so many videos, and I'm sure in so many favorites videos too. It's the Naked Palette by Urban Decay. I know you have heard so much about it, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but this is my go-to palette. They're all the colors you could think of when it comes to neutral makeup, and especially Virgin, Naked, and Buck. These are this one, and this one. These are my 3 most used colors, and what I also like is Toasted. And I definitely used this palette more than my m.a.c eyeshadows during the last year. I know there is already a second version. I'm not so sure about that. It seems to be, at least what I have seen, very close to this one. So I don't know if I'm really going to get this, but so far I'm still very happy with this one, and I think it's going to be one of my favorites of 2012 too. So guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the products that I've shown you, And something else I forgot to mention at the beginning. If you're wondering what happened to my room, I haven't moved or anything. It's still the same room. I just rearranged and redecorated it, painted it in another color. I wanted it to look more friendly, more happy, and yeah, I think I fulfilled the task. I feel very happy with this room. And again, I hope you like it, because this is what you're going to see, well, in my next videos, pretty much all the time. Let me know what you think about this video, the products, or maybe even my new room. Leave some comments. Please don't forget to subscribe, because there are more videos of me to come. And now I wish you a nice day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!